Did you see? It's been announced. I wanted to hear your thoughts on this. It's a kind of TV thing, but it's movie related as well. They've just announced the showrunner and director for HBO's Harry Potter remake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
HBO Max. They're doing a season for a book, for every book.
Right.
And it's a guy that's worked on Game of Thrones.
Okay. Interesting.
Do you think it's a good idea?
What, that they're
Remaking it already?
remaking it? I've only read a couple of the books, and towards the later seasons, you get a lot more depth in the books,
and
a lot more. Yes, no. I've only read a couple of the books.
Yeah,
and I think that you get a lot more depth in terms of story
when you read the books.
when that are just in the book.
Yeah.
You get a lot more characters that have story arcs within the books that are just not mentioned in the films at all. So I think to build out a world, I think it could be interesting. I'm interested to see people's reactions to who they cast as the main trio.
I don't see the point, man.
No, I don't.
That's the thing. See the point. The original films are so great. They did a good job. I know the three they did with Fantastic Beasts were a bit meh.
We touched upon this subject matter in the previous podcast episode of oversaturation.
Oh yeah.
Studios haven't got the balls to produce anything original except for maybe A24 because they don't have a proven track record of earning any money, which is fair. It's a business at the end of the day.
But that annoys me because that means we'll never get a Back to the Future. We'll never get a Raiders of the Lost Ark. We'll never get like something new and original.
No, I 100% agree.
If you want to do like a young adult series of books, there are so many out there.
Yeah.
That don't have adaptations or got rubbish ones to begin with. You ever heard of Eragon? Remember that?
Yeah.
That's a great series of books, but the film was rubbish.
Yeah.
Do that.
But I just think, it's inevitable that they're going to do this with Harry Potter. They're doing it now with Lord of the Rings, and I just don't want them to fucking touch Lord of the Rings, man. I don't. Hobbit was teetering on the edge.
I said on Twitter one time. I worked out with some fans, I think, that Back to the Future is the only franchise
that they haven't touched.
That hasn't been either sequelized or prequelized.
But
or
a few years ago...
Spin-off.
A few years ago, Tom Holland was approached with the idea, would you be up for playing...
Yeah, I think that was more of a fan cast.
No, it was. But whenever you hear that, I can guarantee you that would have some rumblings through the industry and some consideration.
And I bet Robert Zemeckis has been approached. I think he has said actually that he doesn't want to ever. And
I think Tom Holland also said that he wouldn't want to.
Yeah, because
he said it would be cool, but I think he said he wouldn't want to live up to that.
They're staples, aren't they?
Yeah.
So I just can't be bothered with it. I'd rather read the books.
I'll see what they've got. I'll see the trailers. Yeah. I'll maybe watch one or two episodes. It might be absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah,
because of the world building. I think
I don't think you can top the cast of people like Alan Rickman that played Snape and.
True.
And
it's just going to be...
have you been to Harry Potter World?
I haven't.
The studios tour. No. It's so amazing, man. To see the practical effects, the models that they built for the castle, the creatures that they built, the love that went into it, like the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Because they have a tour in New Zealand, don't they? I don't think you can top it.
The thing is, they're trying to recapture, pun intended, the magic.
Yeah.
And how can they when they only were able to recapture the magic for the first time because it was the first time?
Yeah.